Hey, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working on yet another building project. This one is going to be a little bit more country based. If you remember the Avian branch, which is up here, well, it's a bit not exactly in the style that I was aiming for. Because of that, I've began building the actual country a bit over here. The giant trees where we're currently going to be living. For the moment, it's just me and the tree because I haven't made a spot for owl yet, but eventually it is going to be everybody that is in our country, if anyone else joins. At the moment, I'm currently placing leaves all up in the tree because leaves seems to be the hardest part of the thing so far. Trying to go for a more natural look here, while also making it, look alright. For a quick tour into the place, we have just the winding staircase inside the tree, and at the top we have the platforms where everybody's either going to be living, or where all this action is going to be happening. My main dilemma at this point is just trying to get underneath the platforms in order to place the grass blocks, the oak leaves. Alright, so for a little bit more elaboration about what has been going on so far, we have been working a lot on just builds. Everybody got on the moment I stopped recording yesterday, because clearly that's how it works. So, we've had a little bit more progress in what everyone is doing. But the main thing that's been realized is that fights are very much bound to happen. And I'm living in this is going to be at least a very flammable place. So, working on defense is probably going to be one of the main things that we need to work on. The tree I'm building is going to be a main part of this new country, but because of the fact that it is made out of completely just wood and leaves, it's going to need a little bit of protection. So, my plans are either to make a stone wall just surrounding the outsides, and that if anyone tries to come in and burn something down, they'll have to get through the stone wall, which will be annoying, and hopefully give us enough time to stop them. Or just since the admin said that we're not allowed to grief builds, even though that's not going to last long, at least we know that we can always just... In the end, I'm probably going to end up replacing the wood with something less flammable in the foreseeable future, whenever we finally finish and it gets burned out, because it's going to happen. At the moment, I'm just adding random leaves at the bottom to add more of a natural feel, because it didn't really take me long to make this, and probably looks kind of odd, so I wanted to make it look ever so slightly better. At the top, it's quite plain at the moment, but I'm hoping I can fix that. Now has been talking with me about what we're going to do, and we either have plans to make some sort of Bed Wars reminiscent thing, or just to focus a lot more on defense and get basic builds down like this tree, and then worry about what we're going to build if we build anything more complex later. considering the fact that I was also aware that there's a high chance of everything just burning, because that's something we had to talk about whenever we were deciding what we were going to build. Because this tree is very, very flammable, and as useful as the tree is, we still have some major issues with it. This is probably just going to be a place to hang out and not an actual home, because we don't want to put anything major in a very flammable area. That just seems like bad planning. Especially considering that we have a blaze porn on the server whose whole thing is fire. And that means there's a high chance of something catching on fire. Not mean to do that, but alright. Well, speaking of Now has a new channel since his old channel kinda had some issues with it. Mostly because he couldn't change the name of the email. So now his new channel will be in the description. But I should probably make this look a little bit better. There we go. Planning on getting a lot of glass and making big domes over this, just to make it slightly better. Just like how we had that one dome back in the Avian room. So, oh, another thing about fire. The Blazeborn accidentally burned down another big piece of the community house, which he put back, I think. I'm not sure. I really hope he put back up, because it would be quite annoying if he didn't. So, that's just a very easy to show example of how quickly everything is going to burn on the server. This is so odd. Why are the leaves like this? Yeah, but this being pretty high up is going to make it quite easy to watch from here. So it's going to be quite easy to just keep an eye out to see what's going to happen. I think I'm going to start marking out where I want to make the stone borders. I'm probably going to make it out of stone bricks once I finally get some silk touch pickaxes. If I can get over there, that'd be nice. It's nighttime, so I'm going to teleport back to the community house, and then we can start cutting out the borders. But I'm probably going to make quite a big area. Do that? Oh, there's a glowed squid. That's nice. Yeah, let's see. Did he actually put the stuff back from the burnt community house? Spring has a tendency to put it back and then not actually put it back. Oh. Why did they just... Oh. Hey now. Yeah. Now also made a deal with me that in exchange for me turning his concrete powder into concrete, that he would pay me a pretty good deal, considering the fact that water hurts me, so it'd be most difficult for me at least to do it, and he has a lot of it. So luckily deals like this have happened, because I really do not feel like actually going out and doing things like mining, so it's very useful. what is going on out there? Hope he knows I have chat turned off, so I can't see what he's saying. Nope, you know what? I'm not risking it. Alright. Oh, a little bit of update on the mine shaft that I made that got turned into a game show. That is completely gone now. I think somebody put TNT on it, if I remember correctly. And a house has been built not that far from it, which I'm pretty sure is Kix's house. So we might be able to check that out in a second once it's daytime. Alright, let me just... I'm sure they won't notice. Kix's house should be all the way over here. Let's see if Kix has actually added anything onto it since when I was last there. Well, I was last there a while ago. Alright, there's some new stuff over here. The decaying trees that I cut down. Kix has not been over here, that's clear. This is Kix's place, I think. This looks like Kix's place, at least. There's the lava pool underneath it that I was building another base at, which I never ended up showing, but never actually got very far with it. So now it's just a messed up lava pool that probably is very annoying. Kix's house, there's nothing in it. It's quite empty. I want to just steal Kix's bed. Let me just move it to the other side of the room. I want to see if Kix will notice. Yeah, this area is quite undeveloped. Has been seen by the trees I cut down a few days ago. Well, not even a few days ago. I think last night while I was working on the tree place. Last night while I was working on the tree place, I cut down all these trees. And clearly nobody has loaded those trunks. They hadn't actually done anything about it. So Kix's house is still, nothing's in it. You can see from over here what the community house looks like at the very top. You can see that some of it got turned away. And the big pole that went down the middle is completely gone. And now his room is destroyed. We replaced these, but they used to be stripped logs. Torch. Yeah, now his room is gone. There's nothing left of it. Stroll got on for the first time in like eternity yesterday, and this is all Stroll did. That's all he did. I don't know why he only did that, but apparently he did, so who knows. The mailbox system has been farther in place. If I did not mention that this was Kix's mailbox, that's Kix's. Yeah, the bees are just still there. I don't know why they are. Probably shouldn't be, but they are. There's a scary amount of chickens on the server. Just, it's odd. Start cutting out where I'm going to make the borders. I'm gonna have to cut this down so it's all flat. But I'd say that there's gonna be one about here. There's gonna be one on the opposite side of the river, maybe. Yeah, this is a lake, so just get rid of the lake entirely and put one here. If I travel around this line, I could reach about where I'm gonna make the next one. I don't want to make it too close to the tree, so I'm gonna put it about here. Get over this. There we go. And then wherever this point meets up with that point, why is there just a random cave here? That's where the next one's gonna go. I'm not gonna place it because I know I'm gonna get it very wrong, but I think that's about where the stone lines are gonna go. The tree is looking quite odd, but it will get better once I get... Wait, how tall does that get up to? Let me check. Once I get Now to help me, this will be a lot easier because now we can just fly around instead of me having a terrible time trying to place it without being able to fly. How high does this go? Yeah, Now is probably gonna do all this. I'm gonna have to get Now to do it since... Yeah, now we can reach it. So, I think I'm going to end it there so I can go talk to Nauru. And I can work on the walls and getting a silk touch pickaxe. Alright, have a good day, and that's going to be the end of the video. Bye.